and it's rolling. Okay. All right. Hello, I'm Anna Kelly.
And I'm Kalisa Bowden.
And we're from Bowden Kelly Science.
And we're here today to show you how you can make your classroom the most popular learning environment ever.
Our goal is to help science teachers engage students with all this new terminology and all this vocabulary that they've never heard before, help them engage and become mastery level with all this new vocabulary and information.
And watch it till the end so you can find a great way to assess and a unique way to assess students.
On the cell organelles. Today we're talking about cell organelles and the functions of each part of the cell.
We have a plan.
Every year we start with introducing them and scaring them a little bit, but then we try to relate it to everyday things, objects, that they can help wrap their mind around these little things that they can't see.
So we created this analogy set. So you're relating the organelles, they all have jobs or functions. You're relating them to things in real life, like a town and how a town functions, a restaurant, a grocery store, pizzeria, or just like your house. So we're relating all of the organelles to different items you would find in those locations.
So this is a big task. So we have to start small. We introduce our students to the cells. And we help them picture and visualize each of the parts of the cell and the organelle. And we color code them. And we use the same colors throughout.
It helps remember, and we do things that try to relate the color to something like, for example, the cell membrane, you color it red. It's like a stop sign. Stop and then go, because it lets things in and out. It decides who gets in and out. You tell a story with relating it to a color so that they can, oh yeah, that's the stop sign, lets things in and out, things like that. So you start with the color coding.
And the new scary words. Then we take it to the next step where we have their words written and we give them a nickname. We give each organelle a nickname that helps them relate these brand new terms to something useful.
Or we let them generate the nickname. If we tell them what the job is, what nickname would you give that? Or something like that. And then they draw a little picture just relating back to this. We're still connecting the visual, the colors, and then now we're adding the actual function.
Now our students have 2 full sheets of organized information about the cells. They're starting to understand that they all have different jobs and that each part is very important to the cell. And to help them master this information and get really comfortable with it, we do one of our favorite activities that we do in all of 6th grade science. We're about to show you that.
And they love it. These kids, can we play again? Can we do it again? Can we do it? They just love it. So we created, there's 2 ways to play, because we know teachers, sometimes they're just I don't have time. I just need to go fast. The fast version is you just print out these little sheets. It has all of the organelles and their functions, their nicknames, their pictures, all those things. There's 3 of these, and you can just put them in little sleeves, little plastic sleeves. And then you have a little set of cards that go with each analogy. This is the house one. You have a toilet.
We love the pink toilet.
Yeah, you gotta love that pink toilet. They read what the function is, and then they try to find which organelle that would match. So they're laying these cards on the organelles. They're all coded. They have little letters that match the numbers. And then you fill out a little decoding sheet, and it creates a little message so they know they did it correctly. It's self-checking. And they finish with 1 deck of cards. They just go trade, get another deck of cards, get another deck. You're using the same base for every analogy. The kids will come, they'll lay out their cards, they check out their code, they trade them out. And then we have my favorite.
The fun part.
Little file folder. Easy peasy, right? All right, these you can use them for years and years to come.
You can tell that ours is well loved and we have used them and they continue to be useful even though
Yeah.
they're a little raggedy. That's okay.
You open, you flip, voila.
Did you see that?
Easy. You have a little game board. We have 1 game board for every set, and they're all color coded.
Great. Let's show them how this works.
Okay, I like to think of it like a driver's license. You have your picture, you have all your information. And I have 3 levels of difficulty on these. I love that because I label them. I put them in little baskets of decks of these cards. Easy, medium, difficult. The kids decide. They choose. So they can start easy and try one out, and then the next time they trade it and get the pizzeria, and they're like, well, let's try medium this time. They try medium, and then whatever. The levels of difficulty are determined about how much information we give them. The most difficult level, nothing but the name and the picture of Organelle. No like hints. The medium level will have like their nickname only, and then the easy level has everything. The nickname, the purpose, the picture, the whole thing. They look at the board, they read like the different things, and then they decide which job that would be. They're gonna lay these, they read them, they decide, they lay them all out. Again, the number is related to a letter that they fill out on their little sheet, and they can self-check.
They write some really fun riddles about cells.
Oh yeah, they learn extra facts about that. That's true.
Let's give some examples.
All right, so how about your nucleus? AKA the boss, the brain, the manager.
So if we're thinking about the manager or the boss of the grocery store,
we find right here, the manager is in charge of the grocery store. He or she orders the products and is in charge of the employees.
you can see for the easy level that we actually almost give them the answer because this says manager on here and then there's manager here. It's very scaffolded on this level. That's going to help your students get even more comfortable.
And you can use this as a learning activity. Like even if they have zero prior knowledge, let them figure it out. This could be like, if you choose to use this as your engage activity, hey, I wonder what it would be like, and then introduce the other. You can even do that because it is scaffold with the easy. Mitochondria. This is your powerhouse, your energy, your engine. And we're looking around. What is the power? The electrical room. That's where the electrical panels are found. This is like powers the entire grocery store. Turn out the lights and everything. The cell membrane. This is the boundary that lets things in and out. I'm looking around the outside walls, the boundary of the store. And then you have the cell wall. For a plant cell, that's like an extra layer of protection. In this case, we chose tinted windows. On the outside of the grocery store, it's like an extra layer to prevent the sun from getting in or prevent the heat, things like that. I always tell the kids, you got to remember, from the nucleus, the ribosomes make the proteins, and then it goes to the rough ER, and then the smooth ER, and then the Golgi. I got to think like a grocery store. I'm looking, I see the suppliers, that's where the goods are made and sold. And then the food truck brings them to the store. It's like a transportation, like an assembly line. Once it's at the store, the people go in the cart from the shelf to the register, and then the register organizes it, puts them the right thing into your bags for delivery. Ribosomes is the one that makes the goods. Those are like your suppliers. The rough ER is the it's the place where the surface where they're found, and it's transporting along the way. And then the smooth ER is the grocery cart. That's like going even further. And then finally it lands at the cashier. She's the Golgi apparatus. She's organizing and then delivery and then sending them out.
Packaging, yes. Receiving, organizing. Again, we have all this stuff here to help them. That whole process is a lot. And every year when we are coming around this time to teach this, we have to sometimes rethink about it as well. So it really helps to have these visuals and everyday life examples to help us remember these very abstract, small objects.
And each one of the analogies highlights a kind of a little bit of a twist to it gives you a different perspective, because this obviously you have a lot of jobs and it gives you like, oh, I didn't think about that part. Because the smooth ER, it also can be a filter. It also can be adding the carbohydrate, the fats, the lipids to it. So it has more functions. So as long as they're always thinking about the order that it goes in, you would know. And then cytoplasm is all your filling, like the air in the bakery that you can smell. And the lysosome is the one that cleans up, the cleaner of the store, gets rid of the stuff they don't need. Gets rid of the trash, takes the trash out, stuff like that. This is the grocery store now.
There you go. And now you have all your cards out. You have to know, are you right or not? You can't sit around and wait the whole time for the teacher to get to you. You start filling in your paper here. We would look to find which one is the grocery store. Here's the grocery store. And as long as you're using pencil, start filling them in. This first letter is our number 2. We could find number 2 on
C.
a board here. And it's on by the letter C. We would write C. And this is going to write out some kind of message. Then you don't need the teacher anymore because you know that you're right. Or you need to move something around because it doesn't make sense.
And you're not waiting on all the kids are like waiting on their turn. It's self-checking. The message doesn't make sense. We mess something up and they figure it out, which is awesome. You just stand back and you watch and you listen to their conversations. They're arguing about things. No, I think that this because, and you're hearing their reasoning. You're hearing why they're justifying, and they're learning because they're teaching each other. They're debating. It's beautiful. And then they get the hang of it. They get better and better. And then like that 5th analogy, they're just like trying to see how fast they can go. It is, and they want the challenge. Like I see sometimes they try to jump too high too soon and they get stuck. And I'm like, how about we just go back? If you get stuck and you're just like lost, go back a level of the cards, go back to the easier version, start there, and then build yourself back up. It's a great activity. It does take some time to make them. Each room comes with the 4 nicely colored, brightly colored. You laminate and you tape them into your file folder. You use those forever. And then I usually make 2 sets. I have 10 rooms, and then and I just have a station. The kids come up, trade them out. The cards that you laminate, I think it's 3 pages. That's like paper cutter, easy peasy. Like it doesn't take long. Laminate, cut those out, and then you just have decks. As long as you have the easy, medium, hard levels available, then those work out nicely.
And then you're set for years to come.
I've been using these for several years.
Yes.
And
they're well loved.
Yes. And they always ask. They're like, oh, can we play that again? They see it as a game, which is good. And it's good interaction and collaboration is huge. That's something kids are lacking, and that ability to be able to disagree and figure things out and discuss. It's a great activity.
And have scientific conversations. You're going to hear some good conversations going on.
And then they're taking the test and they're like, oh yeah, that was a toilet. They'll like remember the toilet, of course. And they remember what it is. They're like Lysol, you're cleaning the toilet. Cleaning, like just those little trigger things, it creates this chain of thinking. And they'll relate the color, they'll relate the activity. They'll pick a room that just clicks with them and they just always remember it. All right. Hopefully this helps. Our hope is that we're always helping you become the best teacher, the most popular one, the class. All the kids are like, hey, I can't wait until we go to science. That's our goal, is that we make your classrooms like this. We love this stuff and we've seen it work magic in our classrooms, and we want you to share in that.
Exactly. The moment you've been waiting for. How do we assess them on all of this while making them think deeply and not using paper pencil? We have a tool for you. We have expert level cards that only have the picture of the cell organelle. And we suggest giving students one of the maps. And you can also scaffold this to different students because there are maps that are different, more challenging than others. Scaffold your assessments as well as give up the paper pencil.
That would be great. So you just pull one of these out, one-on-one. You can work with them and you can see where they're struggling. You hand them the deck. You're like, okay, show me what you've learned, and see if they can throw it out there. And you can watch as they're going and just assess. And while they're doing this, everybody else is practicing. You can have some one-on-one time and really get to know what they know and where their areas of weakness are. And you can help them, send them back to practice some more, call other students up, and just have them use the expert levels and show you what they know.
Yep. There's a lot of students who are able to talk to you and talk things out a lot better than the paper, pencil, or on the computer kind of assessment. And so the amount of knowledge that you will get by assessing your students this way is boundless.
It is. And you're building relationships with the kids. And they see that you're there to help them, guide them, and they want to do well. They're excited to show you how smart they are. And it's just a great experience. We thank you so much for watching. We hope this helps you.
And that you're super excited to teach your cell organelle unit, because who wouldn't be?
Exactly.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to continue to get more tips on how to engage your students in all of this science terminology. See you next time.